Hello and welcome to Complete Cards Volume 1. This is the first CD in the series of 3 and it really set the pace and tone for the others to follow. So what I'd like to do now is just show you a basic walkthrough tour of what you'll find on the CD. Now the philosophy between Complete Cards is, as it says, it's to give you everything you need on the one CD in order to create your own cards. There's 4 menus that you'll find here, but what I'd like to do now is click onto the main menu and we can see this is really the heart of the CD. Each one is based around 20 images, which has got a beautiful mix for both boys and girls, men and the ladies as well. So we've tried to sort of do a good general CD for you here, a little bit of everything for everyone. Now if I click onto one of the images, say let's click onto the car here, you'll find that what you get now is another menu, and on this one we've got all the elements needed to make that particular card. So I'll start with the decoupage, and by clicking onto that you can see now that you get a very simple decoupage images. So these are great if sort of new beginners and even for children to make as well. All the shapes have been designed to be fairly easy to cut out. And on this page here we've the 2 decoupages, both A5 and A6, and by that I mean that they're designed to fit on an A5 card or an A6. Click on to return, we get back to the menu here, and each decoupage has a set of backing papers assigned to it. So I'll click onto the backing papers, and as we can see you get 4 basic backing papers that can be used. Simply click on and then print those off. Now these are designed to work with the cards, but of course you can use any other materials that you want, and indeed you can use these backing papers in a combination with other CDs and other card making elements. That's the beauty of this CD. You get all these elements on it, but they can mix and match with anything of your choice. They also come with the envelopes, and if I click onto the A6 one here, you'll see a very simple layout, and you get the panel in there in which to write the address, and the A5 envelopes, 2-part. If I click onto one here, part 1 and part 2, print those out and stick the tabs here. You'll see a little grey line and a tab. Stick that on to the first part, part 1 here, and it'll make a lovely A5 envelope for you. Very, very simple to make. Returning to the last section, we have the inserts, and these are A5 and A6 inserts. And here you can cut these out and then pop them inside your cards. You can handwrite a greetings message on there if you want to. And this, if we return now, brings us back to the main images, as we can see here. So as I said, there's really something for everybody. They all follow in the same suit. If we have a look here, we have the tigers, and you can see the decoupage images remain here for you. Now if there's a lot of elements, as there are, you'll find that there's another instruction. So on this one, this is the A6 card, and if we click onto the large decoupage, it takes us to the second menu page here, which has all the elements to make the large decoupage with, and you can simply click back to go back to the small one. Although most of the images on here are very, very simple, some are a little bit more complicated in respect of the amount of layers that they have, and as you can see this one has a greater depth to it, and others much simpler. And then of course you've got your backing papers. These again, as I must remind you, these are a serving suggestion. You don't have to use them, but they're designed to work in conjunction with the CD. So if you need to, you've got all the elements on here. As I said, there's something really for everyone, something for the boys, something for the girls, for the men and for the ladies. Here we've got our golfer, and if I just return, we've got a lady golfer as well, golfing being a very popular sport. And we can see here in terms of the decoupage, this is the small element for the A6 and the larger one here for the A5 cards, and each one comes with a range of backing papers. Now of course you can mix and match these backing papers with different elements as well. Some of them will cross over, although each of them are different, you may find that you get a beautiful backing paper that you want to use perhaps with other cards that you might make. For example, here we've got our lighthouse, again both in large and small decoupage, and returning we have a range of backing papers here, some beautiful shell backing papers. Now of course you could use these in a whole variety of card making and craft making activities. They make beautiful envelopes. I just click onto there, you can see, and of course you can use them for the bags and tags as well. So these are the basic elements. Now this first CD, as I said, has a good cross section, a good range of images for both boys and girls, the men and the ladies, and there's also a little bit of something for all occasions. We've got a wonderful one here which I'm just going to show you now. This champagne bottle, good for all celebrations, again both large and small. And if we go back, the backing papers I think are fantastic for this. A wonderful sort of generic image here with the corks, but this, the firework paper, is actually truly stunning when printed out, and of course can be used with other elements, but does make for a fantastic sort of celebratory image for a card. So that's an overview of the section of what you're going to find on here. Now if we go to the return, we'll find there's other elements on there. We have the gift tags, and for these what you will do is simply print out this section, then choose a backing paper, say perhaps the firework one, and then print that on the reverse, and then you can cut out your tags from it. We've also got the gift bags and gift boxes. If I click onto the bag here, you'll see that follows suit. It'll tell you to print 2 of these out, which you can do on thick paper or thin card, and then put it through the printer and then print on the reverse side the pattern that you want on it, cut it out. If you join them then on these tabs here and on the lower one, you can create a beautiful bag. We've got gift boxes, a DVD gift box, part 1 and part 2. Again, with this I would print out the smaller section, which is the base as white. Going back to the second one, which is the lid here, you could print that as a paper, or you could have it on all of it if you wanted to, a pattern then printed on the reverse side. The beauty of this is you can actually now mix, match and coordinate. We've also got the pillow boxes on there. Same procedure, print this out, paper of your choice on the other side, and then glue along the tab edge to create the box. So that one will then glue onto the second side over here and create the pillar box, and then you score a line on this side here. Last but not least, we give you a set of greetings messages. We've got happy birthday, thank you, best wishes, congratulations and good luck. So if I click onto the happy birthday here, you'll see that they come in 6 colours. Simply choose one. Let's go for this one here, and you've got a range of type here on white background. You can just simply cut that out and use that in your card making if you want to. Again, these are just a serving suggestion and can be used with other cards. And we can simply return back to the main section. So this, I hope, gives you a good overview of the elements that you'll find on the complete cards, this being volume 1, and of course we've got volume 2 and 3.